tell me a bit about this kayak venture.
I guess it was 2 weekends ago or so. I took my car over to Chappie with the kayak on top, and at the end of a beautiful day, I thought, well, let's go paddle Pocha Pond. And I have this great app on the iPhone that records the track of your paddle or your run or your hike or bike ride, and allows you to take photographs along the way and then add them to a video that it compiles at the end of each trip. So I thought, let's use Relive and go paddle Pocha Pond. I know I won't see any people, but I'll see lots of nature, and then I can share it. So so I did that, and put the video together, and sent it, emailed out to friends, but also put it on Facebook, and got a lot of people liking it. So I thought, well, this is a way to share nature with others in places they're not likely to be going, and started thinking about different island ponds and whatnot. So it's been a lot of fun, and it's getting me out on the water where I like to be. So it's a win-win situation.
Do you think there's something special or different about doing it now in this pandemic period than it would have been?
Well, there's certainly just the motivation to go out and to share. I would at this time of year be starting to do paddling, getting ready for a race in mid-May, but this is a whole different motivation. And of course, the first thing I noticed going back and forth across Katama Bay was the silence, but just being out there and total silence. Of course, at that point, Norton Point was closed to vehicles, and there's no construction work going on anywhere. So that it's really realizing I'm out here in what nature does when people aren't around, and it's been both relaxing and inspiring to do that. Just a gorgeous afternoon. So I went to the Dyke Bridge and launched there, paddled down through the Narrows, and then into Pocha Pond to the southeast corner, and took pictures along the way, just really learning how to take pictures and get them on the video. Then there's a white egret, snowy egret, and then was enjoying the bird life, and then back up, and there's a wonderful creek that doesn't have a name that goes up off the just south of the Dyke Bridge. So I went up and back there and saw osprey working on their nest as I came out, then went under the bridge and finished up. Again, no people, just birds and me. So that was the very first one that I put out, and got a lot of comments on or whatever. So I thought, oh, this is a good idea. Let's do it again. Yeah, Edgartown Great Pond, and it was the end of a day that had started out nasty, but then clouds let up, sun came out, so I'm going to hit start. Yeah, so I went to Wilson's Landing and launched there. It was still cloudy and windy at that point. Then down around, then up into Woontucket Cove, and went up as far as the dam. Saw swans there, and turned around. I've been attacked by swans nesting up there before, so went back down through the Narrows, and then past Swan Neck and out to the Barrier Beach, Land Bank Beach, and walked over. Took a look. It was beautiful out on the ocean, very calm on the ocean side. And the camera was doing videos. I didn't intend to, but I had videos on that. So then up into Slough Cove, all the way to the headwaters, and lots of geese, lots of swans. Fortunately, they're not aggressive yet. So there's a little shot of one Canada goose and the swans, and back up and back to Wilson's Landing. But yeah, I was trying to count swans, but there were really too many. None, of course, have hatched yet. These were either pairs or singles. Then I'm sure next time I venture out, they're going to be a lot more aggressive, and I always defer when that happens. But it was nice to see, and osprey, of course, as well, and cormorants, all the usual suspects.
So I got there at 8:15 and put the kayak in, and headed first down the West Arm to photo the new MV Museum at the former Marine Hospital, and then duck around the corner to the little iconic scallop shanty at the foot of Skiff Avenue. And then I headed towards Hines Point, where Denny Wortman, who lives there, had his drone up above and got a picture of me as I was taking a picture. After that, headed down into the wind on the Vineyard Haven side of the lagoon and photoed the Shellfish Hatchery. It was wonderful getting up to the headwaters, where it was glass calm and peaceful, except for one loud Canada goose. Then back down the Oak Bluff side and stopped to photo the sailing camp park, and then got up to the north end of the lagoon, where it was really windy, and got a picture of the lobster hatchery and then the hospital, which was on my mind for the entire trip, and was luckily able to capture the Woods Hole leaving just as I was photographing the drawbridge. So that was a nice bookend to the trip. And was really blowing by the time I landed back at the Lagoon Ramp, but stayed upright and got the photos and got the course track.
I'm always out there. Rarely am I recording with the Relive unless I'm doing one of the big races or something. But this is just a wonderful opportunity to use this fantastic app, and extra motivation, for me to go to different ponds and do different routes, and also not be so fixated on heart rate and speed, and instead enjoying what I love seeing anyway, and sharing it with others is great. So, but yeah, so this is a very special time. And I wouldn't normally be out as much this early, but it's great motivation to do so. And if the weather will cooperate a little bit, we'll get some more.